Good people, it's your boy Mr. Rome, Cowboys fan talk, right back. Like I never left, what's goody with y'all, man? Look, no intro, none of that. I just want to get straight to the point tonight. Last preseason game is on Saturday. Everybody's starting to release their 53-man roster projections, talking about positions we should keep more players at, less players, et cetera, and I'll probably do that too. But tonight, I just wanted to talk about some players that had really big camps. Some of the people that had the best camp and some of the people that came out of camp on the worst side of things. This ain't to downplay nobody or hate on nobody. It's just some things I saw, like some obvious observations and maybe some ones that people don't want to talk about because they're too obvious, but I want to just highlight them real quick before we move into preparation for Cleveland, because that's next. This preseason game is going to come and go. We already kind of know who's going to make the roster, give or take a player or two. And it's time to start prepping for Cleveland. It is what it is. The season is here. You know what I'm saying? But let's talk first person I want to talk about that chest. And I said this on my live stream last night. Dak Prescott, man. Dak Prescott has had an excellent camp. You want to know why I know that? Because if Dak Prescott was having a bad camp, it would be national news. We headed into camp with this whole notion of Trey Lance is going to push Dak Prescott. In the media, the local Cowboys media, the national media, people that do content creation that don't like Dak Prescott wanted nothing more than for Trey Lance to look good and Dak Prescott to look bad. But it's amazing that we went through this entire camp. And yes, Dak Prescott did throw interceptions before anyone comes in here. He made some camp mistakes. He went into camp without his number one weapon in CeeDee Lamb. CeeDee Lamb is still in contract negotiations. He hasn't reported for camp. And I am firm that CeeDee Lamb will get his contract done. I have no doubts, just to get that out the way. Dak Prescott came into camp without CeeDee Lamb with a lot of unprovens. Jalen Tolbert wasn't fully proven, right? Jalen Brooks and him were supposed to be in a battle, Then you got Ryan Flournoy, the rookie that we drafted in the 6th round. I've been saying 5th round, 6th round. We had a lot of things going on offensively, receiver-wise, where it was just like, is Kevontae Turpin going to get involved and things like that? And Dak Prescott did nothing but come out and excel. He excelled. Great camp. And that's with Mike Zimmer pushing him. New disguises, new defense he'd never seen. He'd done multiple camps against Dan Quinn's defense. But he pushed him. And Dak Prescott came out on the other side. All I would hear is things like Dak Prescott had a great day today. Dak Prescott's looking sharp. He has full command of this offense. He has these receivers that people don't even really know, looking great. He's dropping dots. And it's one of those things where people just stop reporting on him, which is pretty much saying he's having a great camp. So Dak Prescott didn't get no love in camp. I'm going to give him some love today. But Jalen Tolbert probably is the biggest winner of training camp. He solidified himself as wide receiver 3. Now, I've been saying that Ryan Flournoy is coming. And I think he is. Ryan Flournoy is on his way. But right now, Jalen Tolbert is definitively the wide receiver 3. And that's with Jalen Brooks having a great camp too. That's a fact. Kevontae Turpin had a great camp, doing a lot more receiver things. Like, our receiving room has great depth. You know what I'm saying? Of course, we got CeeDee Lamb, we got Brandon Cooks. 2 great receivers right there. But, 3 through 6 was kind of up in the air. I think we got our order. CeeDee Lamb, Brandon Cooks, Jalen Tolbert, probably Jalen Brooks right now. Then I would say Ryan Flournoy, Kevontae Turpin. Not because Kevontae Turpin ain't a good receiver, because Kevontae Turpin is kind of splitting with special teams. He's more of a return specialist, and he's more of a receiving specialist. He's not a definitive every down receiver. And that's my order. I think Jalen Tolbert really established himself. He looks confident. He's good in and out of his breaks. It's just a different type. You know how you see a receiver just running with confidence? That's Jalen Tolbert. First couple of years, he just kind of looked like it wasn't clicking mentally. It's clicking now. And that's great for us. Last year we went out there, Michael Gallup was not himself. He was so much not himself that he just retired because of that injury. So us just adding Jalen Tolbert as a receiver that's fully capable, fully healthy, and fully hungry. So Jalen Tolbert, biggest winner. Also, we'll ship to our rookies on offense, Tyler Guyton and Cooper Beebe. Absolutely biggest winners. Great camp. We've talked about them at like nauseum, so I'm not going to say much. But those two as well. I'm going to ship to the defensive side of the ball. Biggest winner from defensive, from the camp, Wanye Thomas to me. Yes, Wanye Thomas. Rookie-wise, Marshawn Nealon had a great camp too, but Wanye Thomas, pretty much, I think he solidified himself. He's not the starter, but I think he's so right there. I think that Mike Zimmer likes him. I think that Wanye Thomas is going to be a problem. Sideline to sideline, was everywhere when you saw him in the preseason games. Wanye Thomas just showed you that we have so much defensive depth at safety. It's crazy. Trayvon Diggs is a big winner. Seeing Trayvon Diggs re-enter the team out of rehab and get to the point where he's battling with receivers and challenging them and talking trash and saying you ain't gonna catch no ball on me. And he's way past just working them in. So Trayvon Diggs being fully back is a big deal. We didn't have him most of last year. We lost him, game 3? Trayvon Diggs being back is a big deal. I just want y'all to know that. Like being back to confidence to where he's talking trash. Like Trayvon Diggs is back. He's going to start game 1. That's wow. So definitely a big winner. The person that's the biggest winner though, because I feel like we have excellent defensive players. Like I said, Marshawn Nealon, Kalen Carson, our rookie corner. He's the one that made us feel comfortable enough to not bring back Stephon Gilmore. But Mike Zimmer's the biggest winner. I'm going to just keep it real. Mike Zimmer's defense, he came in, he implemented it. He has these players playing confident. They know where they need to be. They moving like I said, they just moving with confidence. I can tell they understand the system. This isn't a confusing thing like with Mike Nolan. Like it's too much. They're not getting it. Mike Zimmer came in and transformed the defensive culture here to understanding where you need to be and why. Not just go fly around. That was Dan Quinn. Mike Zimmer's, where do you need to be? Why? Execute. Like, I love that. I love that. Mike Zimmer's a big winner from camp, too, because he convinced them to start bringing in extra players that we needed. 2 defensive tackles, another edge rusher, multiple linebackers, traded for a different corner. Mike Zimmer's the biggest winner from camp. Y'all let me know what y'all feel from defensive side of the ball. No question. You know what I'm saying? And I think that Mike Zimmer played an instrumental point in what I said about Dak Prescott. I feel like this is the camp that Dak Prescott was pushed the hardest in his career. I'm going to say it. He's out there with the least amount of weapons against a defense with excellent players. Micah Parsons is out there too, and I'm going to talk about him in 1 second. And Mike Zimmer did nothing but come in and help make Dak Prescott better, make this offense better, moving around without CeeDee Lamb, helping to prepare our young offensive linemen, and getting all of our young defensive players and our best defensive player. If not, some people say our best player, period. Micah Parsons is going to be unleashed and unlocked because Mike Zimmer, he has Micah Parsons with the ability to be the true chess piece again. Move him all around the board. I love that. Like literally, he made sure that we had defensive ends. Even we lost Sam Williams. They brought in Carl Lawson and other defensive ends to make sure that the plan of keeping Micah free, Micah at edge, Micah blitzing from linebacker, Micah playing it like he's going to move all around. He's going to make it hard for your offense to game plan where he's at. And when Mike Zimmer said he would, like remember when we started the season and Mike Zimmer and Micah Parsons weren't even talking? Now, the two are like this, and I love it. But listen, I just wanted to talk to y'all about some of the biggest winners and losers. You know what I think is the biggest loser from camp? Seriously? I bet y'all want me to say a player. No. The biggest loser is the Jones family. Because as they spend these days fighting with the Cowboys' best players over contracts. Fans are losing more and more respect and faith in this front office. Not because of the moves that Will McClay makes when he signs players and works players out and stuff like that, drafts players and they hit. But just you start to lose your credibility because there's no good reason why you haven't gotten your job done. And I just want to make this clear. Them not signing Dak Prescott, an all-pro quarterback who led the league in touchdowns, as great as he is, definitively top 10. You can put him where you want. Number 1 and 2 receiver in the league in CeeDee Lamb, and I'm not saying he's 2. And you don't sign them? It's negligence, it's arrogance, and it's idiocracy. But y'all let me know how y'all feel in the comments, man. I just want to talk to y'all real quick. Like I said, no intro, no nothing. Straight to business. We back to work tomorrow, man. Let's do this 53-man roster projection. I holla.